Elon Musk. I think I'll purchase General Motors. Elon Musk is on his way to make a hostile takeover of the largest rival in the automobile industry. GM is in jeopardy, and Elon grabs the opportunity to obtain his competition. Why is GM in jeopardy, and what is the reason behind the hostile takeover? Continue watching the video to see us revealing the dark times for GM and why Tesla will be unbeatable in the coming years. Whether GM is in a catastrophe or not, no one can comment on it, but several sources have revealed that it is planning to shut down its factories. There is no denying that Tesla has always aimed to make this world a better and more sustainable place for humans, which is why the company has gone to great lengths to break through the roof. But this time, it's something serious. Tesla is about to take control of one of the biggest automobile companies. They are in the constant rat race in an urge to revamp the world. They have to take some important risks. The market leader, GM, takes one of those. GM wants to change the world with electric vehicles and self-driving cars. It plans to create a world where only EVs and SUVs, in short, EVSs, will be feasible and accessible to everyone. But it is easier said than done to bring such a thing into reality. They require a fortune to double the company's investment, they announced. The Chevy Volt's discontinuation. More than that, they have planned to shut down a few of the factories and lay off thousands of employees. GM has clearly stated a plan that the company wants to emphasize trucks, SUVs, and crossovers instead of mundane cars. They have openly stated that they want to prioritize their focus on the battery electric architecture, which is the future of the automobile industry. GM plans to prioritize its next-generation battery electric design when investing in new vehicles by the start of the next decade. 5 vehicle designs are expected to account for more than 75% of GM's global sales volume as the company streamlines its current vehicle portfolio. According to Chief Executive Mary Barra, the company's investments in autonomous driving in electric vehicles will increase to double the business. Revealed some new electric cars last year, including 5 crossovers, 2 minivans, 7 SUVs, and more that would be on the market in the coming years. Backlash facing GM. The huge change comes at a cost to execute this vision. The company has announced the closure of 3 assembly plants and 2 powertrains, which means it will lay off around 1,500 people. The operation of these plants will stop in 2023, which it means all its popular cars like Cadillac, CT6, Buick, LaCrosse, and Cruze will be discontinued. GM faces various backlash after announcing this decision. Legislators, labor groups, and residents of the region who count on the factories for jobs have expressed their discontent and concern about this plan. They showed their resentment about GM's initiative to close operations in numerous countries and displace a huge number of jobs. Some claim that GM's move is an important step for the sustainable enterprise as it struggles with shifting consumer preferences and cutting-edge technology. However, some see it as an incentive initiative taken by the company. Musk is already popular for his compassionate nature and philanthropic approach. He therefore had to step into this scenario after all many jobs are leaving when the world inflation is already at its peak, while appreciating GM's approach to thinking about the current action taken by the company is very vague. This plant closure is the perfect opportunity for Tesla to broaden its horizon. Tesla comes to the rescue now that GM has announced plans to close factories. Elon Musk stepped up and changed the game. He has expressed his views in an interview, saying that he might consider buying one of the factories in Ohio. Then in another interview, Musk confirms that he will certainly take over these factories. Tesla will show interest if GM decides to sell the plant, otherwise they would acquire it. However, this plan will take place next year when the plant actually runs out of vehicle allocation. The news, however, did not shock people. This is not the first time that Tesla has decided to take over the plants. In 2010, he bought NUMMI. It was owned by GM and Toyota located in California. Later, Tesla bought it for $42 billion right after it got closed. After the takeover, Tesla built the workforce, and after 8 years, it completely changed the image of the plant. The company employed many more workers than the previous factory. It increased the production of electric cars at a rate of 300,000 units per year. Tesla's plan to take over the existing plant at its site, developing a new one from scratch, was quite successful. It not only reduced the additional costs and time for the company, but also gained the trust of the consumer since the rate of development increased. Tesla was already planning to build new factories in China, Europe, and North America. Taking over existing factories will be a much easier approach for the company. The ties between Tesla and GM are less friendly than you'd think. After Elon Musk acquired the social networking site, General Motors decided to stop its advertising on Twitter. The company even gave the final statement to CNBC. The automotive manufacturer GM said that it stopped advertising after Twitter revealed the new terms and conditions. GM noted that while it would continue to use the platform to communicate with consumers, it would forego paying for ads. GM is one of the first companies to announce spending billions of dollars to compete against Tesla in making EV cars. The problem didn't stop there. Just as Musk plans to take over GM plant, another company stood against the terms and conditions of Twitter. The rivalry between the two companies is more than just a Twitter deal. The two had been in constant animosity after Joe Biden announced GM as the largest automobile maker. Tesla has just opened 2 new factories in 2022, one in Austin, Texas, and the other in Berlin, Germany. Musk also revealed that the company would deliver more than 1.5 vehicles after the inception of the factories, considering that all of these fans never understood why Biden gave GM the recognition that belonged entirely to Tesla. Elon Musk's company has more than 60% of the market shares in the US. However, the CEO of GM in an interview stated that his company could easily sell more EVs than Tesla by 2025. According to 2021 statistics, Tesla sold about 353,400,171 cars to American motorists, which is 14 times more than Chevrolet, GM's most famous car. All these reasons prove that Tesla and GM will always be rivals. A company will always see another company's weakness as an opportunity to be the market leader. Musk and GM have been at odds for a while, so there is a high chance that Musk will buy the plant just to prove a point. If there is one thing with Musk, he always loves to give us surprises, but obviously, even if Elon Musk takes over the plant, he'll come up with a strong points to support his stance. In an interview with Leslie Stahl, Elon Musk disclosed everything. He said he supports the vision of the rival automaker, GM, despite their differences, so he would always support the idea of boosting investments in electric vehicles. After all, it was Tesla's sole purpose. Musk said he had always wanted to accelerate the development of electric cars in an environmentally friendly way. He had always wanted to protect humanity at any cost. Apart from Musk's concerns for humanity, we are sure Musk has some personal benefits in taking over the factory. For starters, he can start an early production of electric vehicles.